If it wasn't for Bleach, I might even be into anime. It is the pillar of what got me into just kind of anime as a whole. It was really my big gateway one, and it was also the first entire manga that I've read. And 5 years of no new chapter. The first new Bleach chapter in so many years after the story was complete, and we already got confirmation of the new anime, continuation that's gonna adapt the final arc. We have a 73-page chapter. It's out. I thought it was out August 10th, but here it is like 5 days early, and I have to talk about it because it did something that I just was not expecting in the freaking slightest. So hey everybody, it's Tony on West Side Otaku, in which I like to geek out with you about anime here, very sporadically, but boy, just Bleach fan. That's the summary of it. And if you've read the chapter, let me know your thoughts, because I'm gonna let you know right now, don't watch this video if you have not watched the chapter, read the chapter, because there is gonna be spoilers in this video. So that is your spoiler warning. This is for Bleach fans. There you go. I thought this chapter was going to be, because I saw the premise, I did a video about it, you know, Ichigo is being invited to some kind of festival of some kind, or a Soul Society event. I don't know, like, is there gonna be action in it? If it's 73 pages, there might be a little skirmish of some kind, but for the most part, I'm just imagining this is just to see where the characters are at. But no, there is a festival, and it's said, you know, okay, it has to do with when captains die. Whenever we have a captain that died 12 years later, we come together, kill a hollow in front of their grave, and, you know, that's how we honor their death 12 years later or something. Ichigo had a legitimate reaction that I was like, it's kind of messed up. That's kind of the premise of what this, you know, the teaser to this chapter that we got. But we also get to see lots, you know, like Ichigo and Rukia as kids. Those are separate, by the way. Ichika, the one that is Renji and Rukia's kid, is into Ichigo and Orihime's kid, who I forget the name. And I don't want to do a whole play-by-play of this whole thing. I just want to share some highlights to me, and it's really just cool to see Kubo's artwork again after so long. Kubo doesn't have the best writing skills. He doesn't know how to develop his characters better than maybe other things, you know? I never thought it was bad, but just, you know, like maybe not as much character development as other stories, but that man has great character designs, and that is showcased throughout this entire chapter. His artwork is so damn good, and these people look phenomenal as they always have. Ichigo specifically, man. Ichigo and Rukia have to comment on, because they're my two favorite characters of the show. They're my favorite ship of all time that you know, failed. But I need to comment off of these two in terms of look, because Ichigo, one of the things I always thought was cool about him as a character, he looks like a thug, but he is a cool guy at heart. And now he just straight up looks like, you know, like me right now, like I'm all cleaned up, I'm responsible. Like, there was just something about that with Ichigo I always thought was neat, you know, that he looks like a thug, but it's kind of, he's actually a really good boy, but not like too good. Like he's legitimately just a cool guy. Rukia, I just don't, she's still adorable. She's still best girl of all time for me. Fun fact, if you didn't know, Rukia is like my all-time best girl. But I don't care for her new hairstyle. I've always loved her with short hair, but this, like, you know, her having long hair is one thing. I'm already not too into that. But then she has this like side-off ponytail. I'm like, yeah, you're still cute. Good job, Renji, good job. But we even get some new characters in this, like they even introduce a character with sign language, which by the way, has basically Sai's ability from Naruto. And there's a character that looks a lot like as if they're Yoroichi's daughter or something. It was really neat. It was really neat to see some new characters, some new abilities, and to just be back in this world and to get more lore about, like, you know, this festival for the captains and getting to know the kids. And it was really cool to see how Kon, actually, in regards to the kids, he kind of is like, you know, kind of like the pet of Ichigo's family. He is like the dog that is like following the kid to make sure he's okay. That's what Kon is for Ichigo's kid. I just like that element. I could go over so many things about this chapter, but the big thing that I gotta talk about with you and need to know your thoughts on where this is gonna go, they brought hell back. You what? They brought the hell lore back, which was always canon, by the way. Like, The fourth Bleach movie is the only Bleach movie that is actually canon, FYI. That was a story that Kubo had a big part to play in. He oversaw the other movies, especially Fade to Black, I think, but this story specifically, the movie 4, was one he was very involved in. He even like created a couple chapters for it, I believe, and it was something that it just seemed like that was a place Kubo always wanted to go but never did. And so the movie was his form of that, and he just wrap it up with this whole Quincy War. And I recorded my reaction to reading this chapter that I don't feel like uploading because it's honestly like it's low quality and I didn't really do too much. But if you want to support the channel and become a patron, I will upload it there, and that's just my appreciation to folks on there. In fact, that'd probably be a B class thing, but I'm gonna lower it to a C class thing, and that's like all the more accessible for folks. So if you want to support the channel, you can check it out there. So description. Plus, if Bleach is coming back like we're going to get into, we're probably gonna make a Bleach focused channel on our patron Discord server, so there's another plugin. But yeah, in this chapter, we get to see Hell come back, and there's these creatures that, like, in my reaction, I debated, like, are these hollows? Are they... They're not. They don't seem like they're hollows. There's something else, but what are they? And then you see Shinizel Siora. I always mess up his name, but I remember the dude, you know, it's the 8th Espada, who also was in the Hell chapters that Kubo wrote. And he's back in here, and he and the new head captain, Eye Patch Man, I always forget his name too, Kyorahara something. He explains how there was this kind of superstition that, you know, we don't actually do this festival to honor the captain's death and have a tradition. It's more so we're trying to create balance. And then we get into the lore of this, where it's like basically captain level person, captain level or higher person, which is essentially all the Espada, a lot of the Quincy people, captains, people that were really strong that died, apparently get sent to Hell. It's potentially to keep the balance, it seems like, because there is kind of like a balance in the world. You have to keep reishi on both sides equal, and if they fall out of balance, then one side could overtake the other. But a lot of people died during the Quincy War. I forgot about that, but a lot of people actually died, and a lot of powerful people too. Freaking head captain Yamamoto, the healing captain Unohana, which, you know, there's a cool backstory with that we'll see animated. And Captain Ukitake, which this festival was supposed to be, you know, having it for. Apparently Aizen's gone missing, and his reishi is no longer, like, you know, part of that balance. So with all these stronger people dying, for, like, ever since Ichigo's been around, and it's been a lot more fast paced, Hell's been filling up, and it's just kind of overflowing with a lot of powerful people, and now that balance is starting to tip over, so Hell can be set loose? This has me. And I'm like, how are you gonna cover this over just 73 pages? Like, you are introducing this in a way that this is like going to be a movie or like a mini arc at the least. Like, what are you doing? And then you get to the last page. You get to the last page where I actually like teared up, and I see the Hell arc. Based off of the last page, I haven't looked into it at all, by the way, so if you have and you've seen some official news, please comment, and people look at the comments because there might be official stuff. Please don't just say something, you know, quote your sources and preferably link your sources, but the last page just makes it seem like Bleach is going to continue. They're going to do an arc based off of Hell, and I have always wanted that shit. Ever since Bleach was a thing, I have always thought Hell is a place that these guys gotta go. And I don't mean the characters, but I mean the writers. Like, we gotta go to Hell because Bleach is all about the supernatural. If Soul Society is kind of, you know, heaven, you know, some would argue maybe Hueco Mundo was kind of Hell, but no, it seems like Hueco Mundo is kind of limbo. It's that middle ground of just places that hollows, aka souls that have not settled yet, go. But the thing is, they're still in like the plane that's above Hell, and Hell is below. So, you know, Soul Society, Hueco Mundo, Hell. Kill a lot of Espada, a couple of captains have died. That's kind of set off some balance from Hell, so Hell's starting to boil over, and that is just exciting to me, dude, because I've always wanted to see demons, devils, or whatever, you know, however Kubo's interpretation of Hell is. I want to see a whole arc off of that. I want to see a new villain and characters based off that. It's potential of old characters coming back, but I don't personally care for that too much. Oh my god, I just realized Ulquiorra could come back. Okay, I just said I don't care about characters coming back, but I gotta admit, if Ulquiorra shows up at any point, if my buddy Paul's watching this video, like, he's gonna flip, dude. I'm just excited for the potential of the Hell arc, and not only that, but like, this might be in combination with the Bleach anime coming back. Like, there will be the Bleach anime adapting the Blood War Quincy arc, and then during the manga's back too, to do this Hell arc. It's like Bleach is straight up back. It has me fucking stoked. I don't know if I put much visuals through this whole video. I just wanted to give you a really like raw take on the situation as a Bleach fan that misses Bleach, that Bleach is an inspiration to me. And just, what do you think? What did you think of this chapter? What do you think about the current situation? Where do you picture the Hell arc going? Is there any, you know, powerful characters that you would love to see come back for a moment or whatever? Let me know, please. Let's chat in the comments about it. And don't forget to be geek, be proud, and be awesome.